How do you deal with it when a man feels intimidated by you, feels intimidated by your independence, just doesn't know how to engage with you? As an independent woman, awakened woman, you're doing the work, you want a conscious man. When a man says, like, what can I offer you? You're an independent woman. It's really easy to be triggered by that. You're intimidated, you're not strong enough, you can't hold me, I'm frustrated, I'm disappointed, why are you even asking? You should already know. What is the issue? His question is completely valid. He's asking what you want from him. He's asking how can he provide value to you? So we could potentially be uncomfortable with that question because one, they don't already know and they're not reading our minds. Two, you might be uncomfortable with the answer and it feels vulnerable to say, and so that gets triggering. Or three, what was three? You might be unclear within your own answer, and then you get frustrated because you don't know how to articulate it. And it's easy to point the finger and say, you should already know, when in reality, you don't really know, or you don't know how to communicate it, or you feel uncomfortable communicating it. So there could potentially be an outsourcing of power there, where you're expecting him to meet your needs when you don't even fully know what your needs are, or you're not willing or able or know how to communicate that to him. Let's sit with the question. What is it that you desire? How can he support you? What can he provide for you as an awakened, independent woman who is running your own life? Do you want cuddles? Do you want a sounding board? Do you want for him to kill a roach when you are terrified of roaches? Personal example. What is it that he can do to fully show up for you? Do you want him to financially support you and a family? What do you want? And so as you can get clear with yourself and articulate that, you actually open the moment. And you open the moment to reveal what it is that you desire, and that puts you in your feminine state. Because what he's possibly subconsciously experiencing or feeling or thinking is, whoa, she's got a really strong masculine energy. Like, she holds her own masculine in her own life. She does this, does that, is in charge, makes the money, does da 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 da. What's my role here? She's already got that covered. Like, what is my role? It's frustrating because on a large scale, women have had to really develop their inner masculine energy in order to survive and thrive in the world. They say it's a man's world. Well, it's been a man's paradigm for a long time. And the masculine and feminine within all of us and within society has been severely out of balance for everybody, for men and women alike. There's a lot of cultural and societal conditioning about what it means to be a man, what it means to be a woman, what it means to be an independent woman, and feminism, and men and women are equal and they should be treated as equal. But then women are really craving the polarity. They're actually really craving to be in their feminine essence, their receptive, fluid, emotional, surrendered essence, and want a man who can lead and direct and be assertive and lead the relationship deeper and hold her in her femininity. So we can see why it might be triggering for a man to say, well, what can I even offer you? You're good. We'll talk man's perspective and woman's perspective. Let's talk woman's first. With him, your opportunity is to drop more into your feminine energy, so it invites him to take the masculine pole. So you can be completely independent in your own single life and still be interdependent with him. So in your own life, you might really hold the feminine and the masculine, because that's sacred union within. You are your own man, you are your own woman, you are your own lover, you are all of it, you are the full range. When it comes to relationship with another and creating polarity, which is what most of us are craving to feel, the poles have to be anchored. Someone's got to anchor the feminine, someone's got to anchor the masculine. So how can you, in his presence, sink into your feminine and be the embodied invitation for him to lead? And openly answer the question that he asked you. From a masculine perspective, one, he's really wanting to learn you. And he's wanting to see, like, can I provide her what she desires? What does she desire? And is that something that I'm available for? Is that something that I'm capable of? Is that something that I want to provide? Like, is there compatibility with what you want and what I have to offer? Great. That's wonderful. He's trying to get clear. Another part of that, if he's truly intimidated, that could be showing him and you, if you're learning him, it could show where he doesn't feel empowered in his own masculine energy or in his own manhood. It could point to an insecurity. It could point to a place where his inner child, his little boy, needs some love or is still stepping forward. And so there's some healing that can be done there to say, oh, wow, okay, like, I don't feel confident here. I don't feel confident in my manhood in this specific area. What can I do within myself to harness my power and to embody that more fully, to move from boy to man in this area or in this moment? The intimidation factor, that's a call to rise. That's not bad. That's not you're not good enough. That's not you're insufficient. That's you're a human, and we all have insecurities and we all have vulnerabilities, and opening the heart is vulnerable for everybody. So how can you be loving and compassionate and understanding, and rather than take it personally and create meaning out of it, how can you say, he's really wanting to know me, and I see maybe this could be a place where he doesn't feel fully confident. So how can I lovingly hold him in that and see him in his manhood, see him in his power while he doesn't feel powerful in a way that he doesn't know how to support you? And how can you model that for him and invite him to do that for you? And then it's up to him if he wants to step into that or not. It's up to him if that's a vulnerability that he wants to move through. Or it might be like you're a new person and he just doesn't know, and you tell him and he's like on it. You tell him he doesn't open the door for you, and like that means something to you, and you get frustrated and you close your heart. Or he can leave the door open and walk around, and you just leave it open and kind of look at him and look at the door and look at him and look at the door and like giggle, and then he'll be like, oh shit, like she wants me to open the door or close the door, like it doesn't have to mean something. You can just be the invitation into what you want, and he can say, oh, she wants that, oh, I can do that, oh, I did that. And then it's a sense of accomplishment. It's a sense of I can provide her what she wants. I can show up in a way that feels powerful and strong and masculine, and she's in her feminine, and I can take care of her, and she can bless me with her radiance, and I can make her laugh, and when she laughs my heart opens and I want to make her laugh more, and then the heart connection is built. This is all exploration. So it's okay for him to feel intimidated, and it's okay for you to feel frustrated. But your frustration is yours, and I highly recommend working through what's coming up for you and then expressing from there. One more thing that might be coming up for him is a part of himself that feels like he needs to please you in order to earn love or earn validation or feel a sense of worth. So it could also be a place where he is outsourcing his power to you and saying, well, I don't know how to show up for you. I need to be able to show up for you. If I can't show up for you, if I can't provide for you, then I'm not worthy and I'm not good enough and it's fine. Like, you don't need me. I'm gonna back up. So recognize that we all have wounding. We all have insecurities. This moment can reveal a lot to both people if we're willing to look at it. And if he's not your person, he's not your person. If there's not something here for y'all to explore together, then that's fine. It's not aligned. But it's still an opportunity to speak your truth, to open your heart, to communicate, to get clear within yourself, and to continue to fine-tune your intention, your energy, your vision, and the way that you engage with men, so that you can get closer and closer and closer to what you ultimately want and learn how to empower him to meet you the way you want to be met.